set an intention for a beautiful wellness experience. And we're gonna do a little bit of standing. So as you're ready, come up. We'll lift our heels, we'll open up our shoulders, and just, of course, listen to your body. If you need to keep your arms below shoulder height, you can. If you'd like to take them higher, you can. So, hi, Michelle. We just started warming up with some breathing and some exercises. And Catherine, you can play it by ear. If your arms need to be below, that's really good. Then you won't even, then you won't even risk it. But if you care to go up higher, listen to your body. Today is a new day, time to move and nourish this body. Breathe in. And we're going to change it up a little. Take a first position. This is a first position, just means a little V. We'll go up and down too. Each of your toes has weight. Let me tell you a little trick from the side. When you go up, just make sure you are neutral, that you don't get more lordotic. 5, you have a little ab tone. 6 and 7, good. And 8, we're going to play around with some balance here in a minute. It'll be great. Now on the 10th, we're going to take a little pattern. So go forward, that's inner thigh, and then go out, same leg, and just take a set of 5 of those, just the same. Now I'm going to do a challenge where I try not to touch the floor. That's an offer. Ooh. And take one more, just one more pattern. Now on the other, I'm going to change the arms a little bit wider. Now the pattern is inner, outer, inner, woo, outer. There goes mine. Yeah, 2. We got it. And 4, 4, one more, 5, and 5. Now this pattern's to the rear. You're going to lean a little bit. You don't have to force it much here yet, but take the back leg into a hamstring curl while you balance. So just do 10 of those in a row, and then we'll change it up. Do 5 more. 5, 4, 3, 2. Now same leg, tap the foot and lift. So you're doing a long-legged hip extension. And 3, I'm going to turn so I can see you. 4, good. And 5, good. Michelle, 6 and 7, that's good. 8, 9. And then take the other one, you're doing great. You're going to lift that other leg. You're going to bend the knee and take 10 while you try to maintain hip stability. Act like you're pressing your heel through water. 6, good. 7, neck is easy. 8, 9. Now we're going to do long legs. So same legs doing this lengthened knee position. Up and down. 5, 6, long knee. 7, 8, good. Woo, 9, 10, and then come up and just shake it out a little bit, an informal movement. Ah, and like a hula hoop or a Hawaiian dance. You got it. Hula, what's that called? Oh, it'll come to me. All right, now from the side, we're going to open up. Try 10 side leg abductions. 2. I'm going to try not to touch between. That's the challenge. 4, good. Arms are going out, but they can just go a little bit if you need to modify. Catherine, 7, 8, 9. Now stay up there, and when you're staying up there, 10 little pulses. And 3 and 4 and 5 and 6. Keep going. 7 and 8 and 9 and 10. Come back, adjust the britches. Here we go on the other side. 10. This is like a starfish. 2. Now the challenge would be to keep the foot off the ground. 4 and to go higher. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. This should be working. Now at the top of that one, you can take 10 pulses. 10, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and keep going. 10. Good job. This is going to be balance, static. So lift up a foot. You know, I tend to have a favorite, tree pose, right? So tree pose, static. Here we go. If you care to lift up, we'll change the arms a bit, but let's hold each position for 10. Now, shoulders are down the back. Yeah, just keep your hands low if you want, Catherine. 5, yeah. 4. All right, now you've got a hand together at the heart. If you could, if you care to add a rotation to one side away from your knee. 10. All right, now face front. Can you add on one shoulder stretch? Now you could either stay here, or if you want to add on a stretch, you can. 10, 2, breathe, 3, 4, beautiful, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Awesome, way to stick with it. So some days are harder than others. Lift and spread your toes. The other foot comes up. All right, we're gonna do a normal tree. Could be hands at your heart, it could be arms up. 10. Now the hands could come to your heart and you can rotate away from the knee that's in the air. Now, you can face front, and if you care to take a shoulder stretch, the other side, or just a prayer. Yep, 10, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Look for a bobcat, Cole. If you can't do the stretch, yeah, look for some fun animals in the yard. 9, and then take your hand to your heart. Lower it out, guys. Nice job. Why don't we grab a sip and then let's head down to the floor. And if you care to have your foam roller, you can. We'll do a little bit more legs here. Okay, first we'll just wake up the legs with some bridging. Your feet are on either the floor or they're on the mat, the mat, or they're on the thingy dingy. All right, curl up. The official term for foam roller, curl and lower. And then breathe and lower. And 3, and even really slow down through your low back. 4, curl. 5, and 6, and 7. Oof. And 8, and 9, and then just hold it at the top and fortify that you have your hamstrings and your glutes on. Hold, inhale, just a little pulse, maybe 2 inches. 10, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Now lower your spine. And we're going to take the legs a little longer, so your knees still have a bit of softness, but nothing like that 90 degree. Now curl up, lift up. It's a little harder to curl up. 2, 3, your knees have a little bend in them though. So just, make sure there's a little softness in your knee. 5, good. 6, it should feel like your hamstrings are working. 7, and you have space underneath the neck. 8, breathing. 9, in your nose, out your nose if you can. Now hold it up, breathe in and out your nose. 1, 5, 10. Lower down. Nice. One leg comes up. Now you can either choose to stretch it or lift up your shoulder blades and then have a crisscross. Oh, my hamstrings are tight, so I'm going to be easy. Yeah, yours too, Michelle. Like, oh, oh. I did Water Canyon hike yesterday. I think that's why. That shouldn't have made me tight, but I guess it does. I'm human. Okay, 6, 5, 4. This is a good one because it stretches them out every time. 3, they get to touch base. 2, okay guys, head rest for just a minute and let's rock and roll. We're going to do another stretch here, happy baby. So hands go to your feet. You can also add, the feet feel further away. Maybe my leg screw. 5, 4, 3, 2, and then you take your feet like they're on a table and put your hands behind your back. Now, you could just do the leg part of this crisscross, or you could add the upper body torso rotation. 3, 4, 5. And if your wrists bother you at all, you could even cross your arms. I just want your wrists to be happy. Yeah, extend your knee if you want it harder. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Recover, guys, and hug a little bit. I'm going to do one more with the head up and then we'll change it. So the next one is double leg stretch. I'll show you without the head up, which is long arms, long legs, and then you hug your legs in on your shins or your thighs, either one. Reach and then hug. Now, if you want to add on, lift up and add that. Good. So reach. This is called double leg stretch. Your torso stays up. You don't lift up and down. So 4, 3, 2, 1, and recover. Hug it. Now let's take another stretch here called bound angle, hands between. Grab your feet, which feel so far away today. 5, 4, I like to rock as well. 3, 2, and 1. Now I'm going to do leg circles. If you like to use props, like Cole, if you want to use a prop on this, it'd be fun too. You can take your leg on the floor and one up. Now draw a circle as large as you're able to keep your shoulder blades down the back. So one leg's down, one leg's up. 8. Yeah, there you go. That's going to be a great hip flexor stretch. Now breathe in and out, and we're going to go the other direction as well. Energy through your leg. So you're not just hanging out in your leg. You've got energy through your leg. You're working the whole leg to point. Now, keep that leg up, guys. And if you would like to add on, pull your toes back. And if you want to add one more thing, here we go. Come up and hold. 10. Yep. 2. Other leg. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 9 and 10. Okay, other leg up, other leg down, and draw some circles. Woo. And 2. And 3. And 4. And 5. And 6. And 7. And 8. And 9. All right, we'll be going the other way. 1, and reach through that leg. 2, keep breathing in and out the nose. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Breathe in. This should help us with our flexibility in our back too. So leave the leg up. If you want to add on more, toes pull back. If you want to add one more thing, reach for your toes with your hand. The other leg comes off the ground and the hand's on the long thigh. 10, 2, 3. Good. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Recover for a moment. I love it. Now we're going to be doing a corkscrew. Hands beside your hips. You might like to stay up on that arc and circle. Now the legs are like a unit, and to go in and around the other way. 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7 and 8 and 9 and then 10. All right, I'm gonna have us do happy baby again. It would feel so good, but if you have an urge to lengthen one leg or rock, you can go for it. Breathe and exhale. Let's go of every tension. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, and 5, and 4, and 3, and 2. Now, you're going to be doing a roll up. If your roller hasn't rolled away from you, like mine has, you can put your ankles on it. I'm going to get mine. There you go, Michelle. I'll join you. So now you've got the roller underneath your ankles, because you know where I'm going with this. So your arms are up. You inhale. Now you exhale, your arms go forward, you tuck your chin, you roll your spine up, and we're gonna add a knee bend at the top and then straighten. Okay, you might have to adjust your position. Tuck, 2, We're going to do 3 each way. Now, when your back is down this time, bend your knees to start. And then inhale. Here we go. And then exhale over your legs. All right. And then when you come down, you bend your knees. So 1, 2, 3. Now this time we're going to be doing a little oblique variation. So let your legs go long again. Inhale. And when you come up with your torso, go a little left while you bend your knees a little bit right. Good. Inhale and exhale. And then inhale and exhale. My plan is to do 6 of these, but if you need to do fewer or more, please do. I've got 1 more each. Inhale. And 1 more. Really good. All right, full body stretch. And shift through your waist. That's a great one. And then I'm going to encourage us to get a sip of water or tea or whatever you have. I have some ginger lemon tea today. And good job on that. I'm having an urge to sneak a stretch in before we add on. Before we add on a rotation, that a girl, open up your arms and then rotate. Good. So you've got this seated upper back thoracic rotation. Now inhale, open and go the other way. Inhale, open and go up and over. And you could put your hand on the floor or you could put your hand on your leg. I'm just trying to get us a lateral flexion. Wrists might feel good on your, cold. That might feel better on your forearm than your hand. Oh, breathe in. That's a good one. And then up and over. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Breathe in, breathe in, breathe in. Oh, act like I'm pulling you. Longer, longer, longer. 5, 4. Come up with your renewed, refreshed self. Grab a sip and we're going to do some thoracic extension swans. So what that stretch did was open us up for these next exercises too. If you want your foam roller, this is where you'll put it. You can also do this on the floor, but your elbows are on. Inhale and lift up. Yeah. Inhale. Good. This is at your own pace. You can try to leave your elbows pretty long and see if that works. There you go. When you lengthen them, it gets you up higher. Nice. Good. All right. So this is at your own pace. Generally, inhales facilitate extension. So you'll feel like it's easier to get up when you breathe in. Oh, mic wire's in the wrong place. Okay, breathe in. Breathe in. Breathe in. All right, you're going to hold yourself up and hold 10. Now lower, but we're going to do this 10 more times, or a count of 10. So go up and hold 10. Lower, and we're going to do another count of 10. Hold yourself up. All right, now this time, let your arms be underneath your ears. Lift up one leg or your head, something that lets you rest your neck. And then lengthen one, and then lengthen the other. Lengthen one, and lengthen the other. Now think about your belly pulling up a little and your hips staying stable. Your neck is soft. If you care to add on, add a flutter kick, about 30. 10 more. Recover for a moment. This time we're going to do horizontal adduction. So lift both legs and tap the feet together. Ideally your knees are off the ground. That looks great. Good, Catherine. 10. Long knees. 8, 5, and 1. Really good. Now I'm going to offer a child pose. If you don't need one, you can also windshield wipe your knees. I'm just going to offer a little recovery. Yeah, something that just kind of gives your back a breather. And then we're going to be coming back down. Now your hands are beside your hips this time, so they're not even being used, but you are strengthening the back of your shoulders when you lift up your arms, your torso, and your legs. Now just breathe. Check your wrist. Yeah, make sure your wrists feel great. 10. Every inhale, it lifts you. 9. Now you could just still do this, or if you want to interlace your hands, you can do that. See what works for you. 10. And recover, we're going to do it again. If you have the interlaced, switch which hand is interlaced on the outside. Breathe in. Neck is easy. Recover and bow pose. Your hands go to your ankles or 1. Ooh, good. Oh, that looks great. We'll do this twice. Recover for a moment, but then we're going to go right back up. Here we go. Up, either the other foot or both again. Looking good, guys. And you could either windshield wipe or child pose. I'm going to offer a toe under stretch for the feet too. 5. All right. Now grab a sip if you would like. I'm going to have us come to our shins and stretch out one leg. And I've got a really thick mat. I've got actually a kitchen mat as a yoga mat. But you could double up your mat because I don't want your bones to hurt. They shouldn't hurt for a moment, like my Thai yoga teacher said. If anything hurts for a moment, change it. Make sure nothing hurts. So it's okay to be working, but not to hurt the joints. So this is a position you could take for lateral flexion. If that's too hard, you can always do this, or if it makes you feel like you're in your traps, you can do this. If it's too easy, you can lengthen your lever. And I like to think of a picture frame so your arms are the same distance from your ears, no matter where you are. They're not leading the way, in other words. Good. So you're finding out what you need. Right here should feel it. And I'm going to do one more this way, and then we're going to add on a rotation. So this time, and inhale. Good. And then Catherine, if your shoulders hurt you at all, you could just keep it here. You know, I want you to feel safe. So shoulders are down the back, no matter what position you have. We're encouraging those scapula down the back. 7. Good. Inhale. 8. 9. And 10. Before we switch sides, one arm's going to go down your leg. One arm's up and over. Now, make sure you don't push on that knee. Go tall. Good. 10. And you've got energy in it so it doesn't collapse. 9. 8. 7. 6. Now, Cole, you might grab a prop on this one. Your hand or fingers can go down. Your back legs behind you, and a parigraha, a gate pose, hood, big stretch. 10. Lift your heart, lift your hip. 9. Take a 3, 2, 1. Now sweep yourself back into center. The other side, you stretch it out. The fingertips could be here, but you can also make it harder. I'm going to show a few different ways. You go down, your lateral flexion. 2 and 3. I'll tuck this in so it's easier to see what I'm doing. 4. Wrists are easy. 5. Now open up this hip crease a little bit. 6. So you've got this pubic bone pulling under. 7. Good, so you're not folded like that at all. You're 8, open as much as you can. 9 in the hip. Now what you can do is add on a rotation. I'm going to show a little different arm for more intense. Inhale, so you can manipulate your arms for that lever. 3. Weight further away from your lever, or from your fulcrum. Longer lever, or make it kind of bent. 5, 6, and 7. And you're breathing through your nose. 8, 9. Now we're going to do some awesome stretches. More lateral flexion, hand down, arm up. Breathe. Breathe in through your nose. Yeah, your stretch will give in, won't it? Okay, this is hard to leave, but let's go the other side. The back leg goes, the long leg goes a little further back. Good. Oh, yeah. I like the top of my foot to kind of be on the floor so I get the stretch on the top of the ankle. Yeah, try that, Catherine, see if that looks good. It might also depend on your surface. Breathe. Ooh, 5, 4. Keep stretching. 3, 2, and 1. Really good. We're going to grab a sip. Everybody's doing so good. And we're going to sit a little. And we're going to do seated, it's called, we haven't done it in a while, it's called saw. So I'm sitting up on something, but if you need more, you can always sit on a yoga block. I'm sitting higher on my mat, and okay, this is going to be tight today. Oh, it really is. I'm just a little tight today. Let's just do our best. Rotate, turn, rotate. Now notice it kind of eases up. You're trying to keep both hips down. You rotate and then reach. Rotate and then reach. Now it should be a little bit easier. Rotate and reach. And then just take 4 more, 3 more, 2 more, and 1 more. Now I'm going to have us glue the legs together. Open the arms. I got to make sure I'm not going to hit the wall. Good. And rotate. And this is called the twist. Spinal rotation we know is really important for upper back flexibility rotation. And take 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now I'm going to mix a few moves. Open up, and I know I'm throwing in more stretches in the middle. I know exactly what I'm doing. It just feels so good. I feel like we need it. All right, hold 10, 9, and just feel how good that is and where you're feeling it. 8. The legs might need it more because we have opened up the upper body a lot. 5, 4, 3, 2. That looks great. Up and over. Now breathe into your rib cage that's exposed to the sky. Ooh, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Now the last one's going right down the middle. So exhale, 10. And then gently come back up, guys. On this, grab a sip if you want. On this next, we're going to do some planks. Catherine, if you want to do bridges instead, just to give your shoulder a little time, that'd be fine too. We're going to touch base with some planks before we do some side lying. So if you care to have a plank plus a foam roller, you can do that. So your forearm plank, this is isometric, meaning you're going to hold it and then you're going to bear down like your elbows are trying to get closer to your toes closer to your elbows. So whichever one you're doing is fine. All right, hold 10. Yep, 9, there you go. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and then 1. Good. We're going to touch the side plank and hold for a good 15 here. 15. You're doing great, Catherine. 2. Yep, there you go. 3, 4, 5. Yep, there you go. 6, 7, 8. Lift your hips a tiny bit. Michelle, there it is. Inhale. Now lower your hips, and we're going to go to the other side, or bridge if you need to, Miss Catherine. And then hold for 15. Once you get there, come up. 1, 2, yep, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. All right, now on this next one, Catherine, when you're up, you can stay up. You can do out and ins just a little bit. So you're going to do bridge out and ins. If you have a roller and you want to do a forearm plank, you can do inchworm, which is out and in. So whatever you're doing an out and in your place. So it could be that you bend your knees under. It could be that you do, yeah, perfect. About 10 of these guys. And then you're going to recover for a moment. We're going to do a hip lift, which is like a pike. Yep, adjust the britches, adjust the shirt. Here we go up. 10, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then 10, recover. And a little bit of knees to the left, knees to the right. So this is oblique flamingo. Take your knees to the left and then plank, knees to the right and then plank. And 3 and 4, good. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Recover when you're ready. We'll go ahead and do our oblique, sometimes I call them pikes or dolphins. So you're going to have a long knees. Go plank and then lift your hips left, plank. Lift your hips right and then back to plank. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8, and 9, and then 10, recover. Nice job, really good. And we'll do 4 points of light while we're here. So go into a forearm plank, bend your knees under, turn left, center, right, go back to plank, bend your knees, turn right, center,